authors, it's Melody here. Welcome to Author Nation, your go-to resource for everything you need to become a successful nonfiction author, from planning to promotion and everything in between. And in today's video, I'm going to summarize the book The Practice by Seth Godin. This book is divided into a number of sections. Trust yourself. 3 words. Trust yourself. Your and self separate, generous, the professional, intent, no such thing as writer's block, make assertions, earn your skills, seek out constraints. So let's start with trust yourself. Trust yourself is about trusting that whether you succeed or not, you can get back up. We develop a practice within which we improve, learn, grow, and we can lead, whether a small team or a movement, and leading is scary, yet we can lead. And if we want to spread an idea, if we want to write a book, we can accomplish that too by setting up a practice which we come back to day after day. And it isn't about waiting for the muse to show up. The key, Godin says, is to focus on the process, the practice, rather than the outcome. You cannot control the outcome, so let go of the outcome and still come to the table every single day and practice. Generous. People who are generous believe that there's enough to go around. I grew up on a farm and there was always more food. No one ever ate the last egg. We had chickens and we had more eggs. Godin wants you to think about your ideas in that same way. You are not a one-trick pony. You have an awesome idea now. And when you flesh out that idea and you generously put that idea out into the world, you will have another good idea and you will be able to repeat the same. You are not a one-trick pony. Plus, being generous with others takes the focus off of you. A lot of times creatives are afraid because they're kind of ego-focused, self-focused. So take the focus off of yourself, put it on others. It's like, look, I'm not here for me, I'm here to serve others. And if I don't show up, I'm taking something away from them. So shifting your focus can help break down the resistance, break down your fear, and focus on your work. The professional, and I quote, "Any idea withheld is an idea taken away. It is selfish to hold back when there's a chance you have something to offer," unquote. As professionals, what we choose to do matters. It matters to someone. As professionals, we can build our skills, we can change our attitudes. That's what professionals do. They do not come prepackaged and perfect. They work towards being the professional they need to be, being the professional their audience needs to be, building the skills and changing their attitudes so that they can serve. Intent. Be intentional, even at the risk of failure. Failure is terrifying. So let's break this down. Who can you reach? 10 people, 50 people, 500 people? Choose who you want to change. It isn't everyone. And then, once you figured out who it is you want to change, that smallest viable audience, as Seth Godin calls it, what's it for? I like Godin's analogy of engineers. An engineer builds a bridge. He doesn't just add on things for the heck of it. He knows exactly what every single piece of bridge is for. They don't add something for no reason. Look at your work in the same way. What is this for? What is every single little piece for? I edit and I think of an editor in the same way. What is this sentence for? What is this paragraph for? What is this section for? Really understand how everything fits in. There's no extra pieces. Be intentional. Oh, and when you announce your intent out to the world, you can then get feedback. People can help you stay on track and not get lost, and help you shift and form things that are going to work better in the world. So be intentional and put that out. Put that intention out into the world. No such thing as writer's block. I know if you're an author, you're going, yeah, right, so go and tell me about it. Okay, so often we don't create because we don't think we have permission, or we're waiting to be picked, or we don't think we have what it takes, or we're waiting to have that credential, or we've been told we're not good enough, or for whatever reason, we believe we're not good enough. We are secretly afraid, and so we hide, and then we don't know what to write as we put our pencil to paper or our fingers on the keyboard. Fill in the narrative here. Whatever it is that blocks you, there's a narrative that stops you. It's something that spins in your head, a story you're telling yourself. Writer's block is a symptom, a side effect of that narrative that runs through our minds. If your narrative isn't working for you, change your narrative. And again, easy peasy, right? No, it's not easy peasy. I get that. But it is our responsibility to recognize our narrative and change it to one that serves us better, and therefore serves the world better. Not to say that we don't need to put in the work to get what we want. It isn't magic. It is work, and it is work that you can do. Make assertions, plant your flag, take a stand, have an opinion. Our assertions are not guarantees or unequivocal answers. Think of it as your hypothesis. Put your assertions out into the world and explore them. Use them to interact with others, answer questions, stand for something, and commit to it. Commit to it until you have a better assertion, and then stand for that one. Earn your skills. You aren't born with it. Earn it. You can do the work to get the skills that you need. Work on your attitude. Surround yourself with other people who are generous and who are willing to support you and challenge you and encourage you. If your industry has thought leaders, and it does, seek them out. Learn from them, read their work, follow them, see what they're doing. Let them inspire you. Good writers are born. No, good writers are made. Make yourself. Finally, seek out constraints. As I said, I don't need to seek them out. They already exist. But constraints are often seen as limiting, as kind of excuses not to do the work that we know somewhere deep inside of us that we can do. So instead of using them as an excuse, use them as a place where you can, push boundaries, where you can, use it to get creative. Use your limits to inspire you, to motivate you, to push you to think differently, become more resourceful, become more skilled. We all have constraints, so instead of complaining about them or using them to hide, use them to improve. Use them to be more. That's it. That's all the sections. Now the question is, are you ready to develop your practice? I think you are. If you're watching this, you are. So the link to the book is in the description. Grab yourself a copy. Let me know what you think. I'm always looking forward to reading your comments about your impressions of the books I review. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like more of the same, please subscribe.